take away the ideas of money and talents like singing or preaching and teaching, and you boil it down to the base of what Jesus is trying to teach, I think it makes more sense. And then it helps you understand that regardless of how much money or how many servants there were, or if it was a prince or just a rich person, and how long they were gone on the journey, it doesn't matter. What matters is what Jesus is trying to teach. And so here's what I believe Jesus is trying to teach. And what he's trying to teach is if a person lives like the first servant or person did, it's good for that person to live that way. And that person will be blessed and good things will happen to that person. But if a person lives like the one who hid the money and did nothing with it, then that person is going to experience bad things. So if you live and think like the first person, then good things will happen to you. And when you die, even better things will happen to you. And if you live like the last person who hid the money, then good things probably won't happen to you. And then when you die, something bad will happen to you. And that's the punishment that we see kind of in Luke. And I know that sounds like an oversimplification, but if we get to the root of what Jesus is trying to teach us, he's trying to teach us to live like the first person. He wants us to think and live like that person, to take what God gives us and put it to use for God. And when that happens, good things will happen to us. And then he wants us to know that living like the person who hid the money, living like that person and thinking like that person is not good. And good things won't happen to us. And so that's the root teaching. And I think what Jesus did is he read the room, he knew the audience, and so he added some spice to that soup and made it taste a little bit better, made that medicine taste better when it was going down. And he added those parts of the story to make us think about it more and to hear it better and to understand it and own it more. Versus if he just said, hey, do good and good things will happen to you, we probably wouldn't have listened as well. So he told us this story with some spice, with some intrigue, with some bad things and good things happening to people in order for us to understand what it is he was trying to teach us. And he's trying to teach us that that's what happens in the kingdom of heaven. And so I think what I would ask is that this third week of Lent, that we reflect on this lesson, reflect on the things Jesus taught us, and we endeavor to live like the first person. Because when we live like that and think like that, it's good for us.